Feeling good. Feeling good. Ready to play.
You now know that you're going to be the guy. This Trey guy not to be able to play. What's that feeling like? Whatever you want to say about this situation, and how ready are you to be the guy?
I mean, it's like kind of like upset that he's not going to be able to play, just because I know that feeling, like not being able to play big game. But you know, somebody else just got to step up. Like Dallin will have to step up. Him and Chip, he probably gonna have to step up this game.
What was the injury that happened to you against Indiana? It looked like you rolled an ankle or landed.
Yeah, I just rolled my ankle real bad.
Like, how healthy were you against Michigan? Like, were you able to feel like yourself, or did you feel like you were hampered?
I mean, I wasn't all the way healthy, but I needed to play that game, so I just, you know, kind of just took it on the chin, just did what I could as much as I could.
Did you feel like you weren't able to perform the way you normally would because of that injury?
Yeah. Because it was still like lingering around, so I wasn't able to be at 100% that game.
How nice is it to have like a 5-week layoff to really get healthy?
It's definitely nice. It's definitely nice. Just to like try to get everybody as healthy as we can get, so we can play this big game against Georgia.
How do you feel now? I just got over here. You might have already asked this, but how do you feel now, Miyan?
I feel good. I'm ready to play.
Like, I mean, I don't think anybody's 100%, but how close to 100% would you say you are?
Pretty much there, really. So
I just want to make sure we have the full list, because obviously you just said you rolled your ankle. There was a hand thing that happened when you fell on the first down thing. We saw you one day with a knee brace after practice. Is there anything we're missing in there? It seems like it's been. It seems like, but I just want to make sure. It seems like it's been everything. That's it. Okay. But have you had to, because of those things, did you have to find like a different level of resiliency, like mental resiliency, to get through that this year? It seemed like every week there was something.
Definitely had to keep my mindset strong, or like just trying to stay focused and trying to stay engaged, because like when you get injured, like you separate from football, like because you're not able to like practice or like be around the team, so you kind of like just separate sometimes. And I feel like if you don't like try to get so much in your head, like you'll be good.
What was the hardest one to deal with of those three? Knee, hand, and ankle.
Probably my ankle.
When you're dealing with leg injuries, like lower body injuries as a running back, is there anything to the idea of like maybe physically in your mind, like, I don't know if I can make this cut, so I'm not going to try to make it, or like are there things that you would attempt if you were fully healthy that maybe you're cautious to do when you're injured and don't know if you can move quite the same way?
Yeah, definitely cautious, because you don't want to like mess it up again. Like once you come back, you be like hesitant to like make certain moves that you would when you're healthy. So it's like, I want to say it's just being cautious about it, so you don't mess it up again.
Does it take a while to kind of break through that and sort of
sometimes
pretend like
it do,
you're healthy?
like sometimes it do, like sometimes it don't, because maybe you make the cut and you won't feel nothing.
Yeah.
You was just scared all this time, but the whole time it was just like you were just gonna be good.
How do you feel you run?
You have 4 carries in a college football playoff. CJ has 1 touch. I think you two are the only 2 guys on offense that have touched the ball in the playoff. Is that weird to think about?
I haven't even thought about it like that. Yeah, that's crazy.
So like, you guys on offense don't have a ton of experience in the college football playoff.
Right.
Is that something that you kind of now get to take with you? Like, hey, I've been in a moment like this. I know what it's like to play against a top 4 team. I know that I can do this against a playoff team. Now I just got to go out and do it again.
Yeah, it's definitely like just like being a leader moment, like just leading the team, because you know, like you said, a lot of people don't got experience of playing in a playoff game. So me and CJ, we just gotta kind of take that leadership role. If anything like goes bad, we just gotta pick everybody up.
Do you remember your carries against Clemson in that playoff?
Yeah, I do.
How exciting was that? You finally get in the game, bust off a couple big runs.
It was just like it felt so unreal. Like I just looked back, like I really did that.
Miyan, apologies if you've been asked this yet, but how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, ready to play.
With Trey being out now, do you draw any inspiration to go out there and play for him as you guys are on this quest for a national title?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like we've been playing for each other like the whole year. Like we've been playing for Evans since the season started. So it's just another reason to play.
What's the mentality of this team right now?
Just it's like we got a second chance like at life, because like after the game we feel like we just lost everything, but now like we back in it. Like I feel like it just fueled us more to go chase it.
Do you feel after that Clemson game 2 years ago, you didn't get to play in the championship game, right?
Yeah.
You were out. Did you test positive, or is it?
Yeah, I had COVID.
Does that, the fact that you didn't get to like finish like that playoff run, like give you like extra motivation, like this year, like having to not get to see it through?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely motivated me, like the next season. So.
Miyan, what's it been like in the running back this room? If Evan goes out from the jump, you and Trey have been dealing with stuff all year, and now Trey can't finish the year. Like, how have you all tried to keep the spirits high in that room, as a lot of you have not been able to perform the way you wanted to or be healthy all year?
Pretty much we just count on each other. Like Dallin, he stepped up a lot this year. Him and the other running backs, the young running backs, they stepped up a lot, like during practice this year. So, and then with Chip coming in, we coaching him, making sure he's good with everything. So we just stay in whole right now.
What did you think of the way that Chip ran against Michigan?
I know I've seen him play before, but like everybody else hasn't seen him play. So like I knew like when he got out there, he was gonna, do what it do.
Did you see it coming in practice? What was he showing you guys in practice?
Oh yeah, he had a great week in practice. So I've seen it. Yeah, he had a great week in practice that week.
In what way? Like what was it? What's a great week in practice?
Just like finishing runs, just running hard.
When you were getting ready to play the nation's #1 ranked rush defense with a big old burly nose tackle in the middle and a bunch of guys that fly around on the back end, what's your enthusiasm to establish a run in this game?
I don't think about it like that. I just think about it like everybody just gotta go out there and do their job so we can try to get the job done.
But is it one of those where you're going to have to run the football in order to help you guys get some? That's a big ask, but that's part of it, right?
Right. Yeah, it is. But yeah, we definitely got to run the football. We got to be able to.
What's the pressure like now that Trey's not playing? Sorry if you've been asked this as well, but do you feel that as pressure? Do you feel that as motivation? What is your mindset like now that he's unable to play?
I wouldn't say it's pressure. It's just like I said earlier, like another reason to play even harder. Just because my brother can't play, so I got to play for him and everybody else who can't play.
What's it like just to see him, struggling, not being able to be out there? I know you guys are probably pretty close.
Yeah.
Looking tough for you?
Yeah, it is. It's very tough because we talked about it, and then just like now that he's not going to be able to play, it's kind of like it's tough.
Miyan, you said you had to play in the Michigan game. What was that week like, trying to prepare yourself just to get on the field? And was there any uncertainty at all that week as to whether you could play?
That week, I just wanted to be on the field. Just wanted to play. I didn't care about nothing else but playing the game.
Was it frustrating knowing on that week what was coming on that Saturday, and knowing that for you, however it played out, you weren't going to be 100%. Like you were going to give it whatever you could, but you weren't going to be, I guess, the Miyan that everyone kind of expects to see on a weekly basis.
Yeah, it was definitely frustrating, but I wasn't going to dwell on it too long. I was just going to just do whatever I can. That's what I just kept telling myself. Just go out there and do whatever you can.
Now that you're feeling better, how, I don't know if you feel this way or not, are you eager to remind people just sort of hey, this is what I am when I'm not dealing with the ankle or the knee or the knee?
Definitely.
Give you Marv.
Miyan, what's the daily routine for you now as you get ready for December 31st to get back to 100%? What does it take? What are you doing on a daily basis?
It just takes hours in the training room, and then just after practice, just making sure my body right, making sure I feel good the next day coming in.
Are you getting sick of being in there? I mean, between the knee early on, the ankle, you've had to spend all year working out through that.
I'm just used to it now.
Okay, you have your own table.
Yeah.
Miyan's going to be in here every day. You better clear it out.
Yeah.
So what do you do to pass the time when you're in there?
Just do my little workouts, get on my phone, listen to music.
What do you like to listen to right now?
Probably listen to Lil Baby right now.
Okay. Yeah. And you think, no doubt, you'll be 100% by December 31st, or you still have to work through a little bit?
I probably got to work through a little bit, but that's the plan, be 100.
How much have you been able to do in practice, trying to test stuff out, that sort of thing?
I've been able to do most of the stuff. So yeah.
Are there benefits to obviously you'd like to have Trey healthy for the game, but is there a sweet spot for you as far as carries where you get into a rhythm, because it can't always be easy to be coming in and out of the game, and you don't know if you're going to get 12 carries or 6 carries, or if you kind of have, is there like a nice number you'd like to have as far as touches that kind of gets you into a rhythm where you're seeing things?
I don't really think about like the amount of carries I need. I mean, I just go out there and just play. So I don't really be thinking about like if I need a certain amount of carries to get in the rhythm. Like if I just get in the rhythm, then I get in the rhythm, and if I don't, then I don't.
Mine, Dallin had played really well in the Indiana and Maryland games, and then he only ended up getting 2 carries against Michigan. I think we were all kind of surprised by that. Like, did you sense any frustration from him, or I guess how do you think he handled maybe not having as large of a role in that game?
I mean, he handled it pretty well, but I was talking to him. He was kind of frustrated, but I told him like, you know, your time will come. Like, just be patient, because I've been there before. Like, it was a game. I think I only had like 1 carry.
Yeah.
So I've been there before, not being able to play a lot. So I just try to like just tell him to like just keep his mind right.
What do you think he needs to show people or do, I guess, to be trusted on a stage like that one, or a stage like the one you're going to be on against Georgia?
I mean, he's been practicing pretty well these past couple of weeks. So I feel like if he just keep practicing hard, I feel like he'll like earn the coach's trust to play the game.
What do you like about his style as running back?
He just go. Like, he only know one speed. That's what I love about him.
You talked
He's a good kid too.
You talked about being patient, waiting for your shot, where you're going to be the premier running back going into this game against Georgia. Do you kind of relish these opportunities, or are you also a little bit intimidated about the big stage?
I mean, I'm not intimidated at all. But I mean, I'm just ready to play.